Good night, everybody. This is the final for this series that we've had. We have our current standings. We will start off with Andrew Massa with 24 points, Stephen Hossain with 20, Jose with 13 points, Christian Alcantara with 12 points, Daniel Passad with 11 points, Lloyd with 11 points, Charles with 11 points, Paul with 6 points, and Gray with 4 points. Figueroa with 3 points, Johnson with 3 points, Michael Phillip with 1 point, Bash just alive, no points, as we take it to the field. And we have a clean start off the line there, as we're going to get ahead into the first corner there. Very dangerous corner. We have Andrew already opening another gap there. We have some catastrophe in the back here already, but some people already going into the gravel patch.
So it's like I think that was a successful, right?
Yes, gentlemen, this is just a stop check. We normally do stop checks just to make sure that there are no stuck cars on the grid, because if there have any stuck cars on the grid, it'll affect the entire race. So we're going to reset the grid. That was a successful stop check grid. We're going to run over through the point standing. So this is basically a race time, a points racing standings. So at the grand finals, points doubled. So our first race started at 12 points for first position, 10 points for second position, third position took 8 points, fourth position 7 points, fifth, sixth, and so on. And for the grand finals, which is tonight, which is now, we start for double points. So first position takes 24, 20, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So basically, this is your make and break night. These are the races that has gone in the past. Tonight's race is our final at Mount Panorama. We have 21 laps, clear weather, right? And any Group 3 cars. However, tire choices must use a combination of the soft and racing medium tires. The tire degradation multiplier is a ×5, and fuel degradation multiplier is a ×3. Gavin, you have any comments about this race tonight, and any thoughts about what you think you're gonna see on this race tonight?
Well, you see who's starting in pole position, right? Based on the qualifying during the week.
Yes.
Mr. Charles is starting first. So, what can you expect from Mr. Charles when he starts on pole position?
Do you think that Andrew's going to be able to hold on to his draft and able to pass him on that long straightaway that we're drafting is very essential on this track?
Well, maybe. It depends on what strategy Dominic decides to use. If he decides to go all out, then it might be hard.
Because but that long straightaway, I like to call that sub-zone superway.
Yeah, corner and straight.
Yes, because it's not only it's a long straightaway, it's also slightly downhill. So it takes a great advantage to drafting. Let's go to have a look at Danny boy. So Danny stock Lancer boy. He get pulled over by Gary. And we have Charles here, picking up on the top of the hill there, hoping not to get anywhere near to the Gaza gravel.
So be a little distracted until we start because I'm communicating with the guys and trying to do the grid and stuff. So shouldn't be
that's fine.
We scheduled to start at 8:05 anyway.
We're scheduled to start at 8:05, so we have 5 minutes before we start our final event for the series. Let's run through the grid and have a look. We have Charles, which for most of us have followed any series here, don't really need to introduce him too well. He's known quite well in the series. He's a very fast racer. And he's, as I said that, the curse comes out and he goes straight into the Gaza gravel.
Yeah. That's how it works. You see the name and they go.
Yeah. We have Trinilayo, who is a very, very fast racer. I expect to see good things from him. Taking some fuel there. I hope he makes sure and put some nice Kickapoo Joy juice in that car there. Expected to see some fast speed from him.
With as you mentioned that, right, with the pits, this race includes a mandatory stop for medium tires, right?
Right.
So you can run softs as much as you want, but you must run the medium tire for at least one lap.
Okay.
Failure to do that will incur basically a 2-minute 5-second penalty, which is a lap down. So you don't want to get that. You don't want that to happen. So it's better to just take medium and one slow lap and come back.
Well, you heard it there from Gavin himself. He is one of our, he is one of the organizers of this event. I am pretty much just the voice trying to do my best to bring some kind of entertainment and some kind of information to the races of tonight. I'll do my best to try and keep up. Please guys, if you haven't, if you're new to this channel and you haven't clicked like and subscribe, please do so. You can also send comments in the chat there. I will try to comment because I can read the chat while I'm doing commentary here. Don't know how well I'll be able to type while I'm trying to pay attention to race here, but I'll do my best.
Sorry, we're starting in 2 minutes. I don't know if you had a chance to look at the races, Mark?
No, I didn't. No, sorry. You want to give a quick run back of what happened in the first two races?
The first two races were all Andrew, those races, right? He won both, but Steve was surprised and still was the standout for me. Because that's how both races, man. He came from, he started last because there was a random draw for the starting, right?
Right.
And he started with last. That's his luck.
Right.
And this guy came from last to finish second. And it's the way he got second because he got Lio in a kind of weird place and it was just a brilliant move. Lio's no slouch, he's just not passing Lio just like that.
Well, sounds like an exciting race, so we need to do a recap and bring a recap to our viewers.
He almost did the same time, but he was able to hold him off. Alright, 25, we are getting ready to go.
Hussein, Amir Hussein, tell me if you're still getting an echo from Declan. Oh.
Answer Declan. Hear me now? Anything? Let me see if I can do anything to fix it.
Brian, yeah, let me know if the echo has cut off now.
We're gonna stop now, okay?
Okay. And we are about to start our final event for the series. As you can see the starting grid there, Dominic Charles there qualifies in first pole position, with Andrew Doseso in second. Stephen can undermine the top two. He's known to be quite fast. Trinilai was right there with them, so don't count him either. As Trinilai makes a nice quick start there, as we make it in the first dangerous corner here, as we make nice and easy, guys. Let's make sure I'm saving nice and easy. Looking at the backpack here, a little bit of a little squirrely there, but you have Tony Craze making a nice clean pack there. Trini in third position, so he's been able to make up a couple of positions already. Andrew still holding to that in second place and taking a peek on that inside there. Not necessarily looking at the part, but literally covering his back, making sure that Trini Lio doesn't make a pass on him. Charles is going to hold a nice clean line, and Andrew is going to probably do his best to stay nice and clean and stay in his draft. But Charles' draft is quite difficult to hold on to. So we have Trinidad doing an excellent job there. Is Steven going to allow all these top three to fall, to get away and open up a big gap? As Steven has already also allowed a gap of 1.7 seconds. Not looking too encouraging for Steven, or maybe he's going for a different strategy. That could be odd. We have somebody touching the gravel, they're going to slow down the downhill entry there. We Senpai in 6th position.
Dominic is starting to pull away already.
As we make our way back up, we see a big gap there between Tony and the top three. Island Paradise Steven has fallen out in 5th position. I'm really thinking that Steven has gone for a completely different tire choice, figuring that he started off in the beginning of the pack a couple positions down. I think he's going for the slower starting at the first half of the race, and then really gonna go up with the softer tires. What do you think there, Gavin?
Medium tire, the starts.
And they're probably gonna go to his softer tires later on.
Yeah.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Tony's doing a good job of maintaining whatever gap is between Trinidad and Trialo. The top three are definitely on the faster choice at the beginning of the race. As Trinilio is grasping to hold on, to try and hold on to that drop of Andrew, but it's at 1.3 seconds, which is probably just a little bit too large for it to gain any slipstream of advantage of being able to hold on to that draft of Andrew. Andrew is just about 1.6 seconds behind Charles, which he also has lost the draft from Dominic Charles. Probably not what he wanted, but you know what, Andrew is quite used to driving his own race. He's going to settle down into what he likes to do and basically try to be as consistent, which I think that's one of his strong points, is being very, very consistent, clean racing, and is very good with fuel and tire strategies. Dominic is just flat out balls to the wall fast. Also very good with his tires management.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not just fast, he's also smart and easy. So he's a complete package.
Yes, Amir. I have turned up the volume from Calypso here. Quick question for the night: if anybody knows who is Calypso from a very, very popular 1990s arcade video game. He was a character known, quite popular back in the 1990s. Chime in on the chat and see if you know who Calypso used to be. Question for the night.
Make a lot of people gonna hit me right now and find who that is. And
you have Trinidad not doing a bad job. limiting his losses and actually staying within grasping grab. If Andrew makes any mistake at all, Trinity Lyle is right there to take advantage, to get back when he slipstream. I don't think he's going to want to outright want to pass him, but I think he wants to maybe play a smarter race and take advantage of the slipstream. As we drop back a little bit now to look at Tony now, who is obviously going for a slower race. I wouldn't want to say that it was his strategy, or I don't know what his strategy is. We will see.
Possibly is because he started at the beginning, so we expect that gap between Lyo and him right now.
Right, okay. And Steven sitting down there, but Steven looks like he's getting some pressure from the boys behind, who is obviously looking to capitalize on some faster tire strategies, while Steven is probably trying to limit his losses by going with the medium choice first.
Steven is a sneaky one, right? Steven does this and then out of the blue, he's back into contention. You wonder how he did that.
I have no idea. Let's look back at the Renaissance, which is right there, trying to give Steven a prod, and it looks like, and here's the move, and here's the move. It's a very, very dangerous. If I was Steven, I would back out of it and let him pass, because that corner could basically be the end of the race in anybody. If he wants to be aggressive enough to go through there, I would give him free of pass and let him go.
Steven has his draft now.
Yes. So if Steven is smart enough, can sit down, take on his draft, and maybe even save some fuel. What do you think is the fuel strategy for tonight of this event? Do you think fuel saving is going to be a large point of what's going to be the winning characteristic of this race?
Yes, it has a part to play. It's set up, the way it's set up, it comes into, you have to consider it. It has to be considered.
So Steven could be doing whatever fuel saving he needs to get done right now, sitting behind the Renaissance.
Yeah, I know Steven is doing it, for sure.
Right. Steven is a very, very tactical racer. Very consistent, very, very... I don't know what's the word to really choose him, but very, very tactical kind of a approach, a very calculated type of a racer. He doesn't do anything out of a whim. It's always usually pre-planned, and he usually comes with a few options of what he's going to do.
He has the best car on the track to fuel saving, and I'm looking at him behind Renaissance, and he's losing ground in his slipstream, so he has to be saving.
Right. As we go down to Danny Stock Lancer boy. We're sitting down here behind Steven. Well, Danny is looking to stick his nose somewhere up there, because he's looking like he's on the aggressive line. He is a little bit more of an aggressive driver, more than I would say the likes of Steven or Andrew or anything like that. He's known for very good defending characteristics, but will stick his nose there and try to make the pass at any opportunity. So but then the saying goes, if you don't take risks, well, you never will win.
Fun fact about Danny, right? He drives this car the same way he drives the Stock Lancer.
Well, that's an interesting point to know.
Just drive it exactly the same.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
As we go down and we're looking at It's Alive, so Danny better watch himself, because he has It's Alive sitting right behind him on the draft, right behind him there. So this is
I think something. Look at Renaissance. I think he just went past.
As we make ourselves up to Renaissance. As this is as Tony gets a little bit loose on the back there, so he's probably going to lose on the exit there, which is probably going to give Steven a look at that's exactly what I said. Steven is making his way close up now, and I don't think Steven is going to capitalize more. He's just going to stay his patient game. I think Steven is looking to make his move is probably going to made his story is going to be told when we eventually make the pit stop.
Well, the Renaissance would have wanted to get past it desperately, but he was even one of those three on softs.
Right.
So to make that work, we need to get some clear air and get out of the fight.
Okay. As we make our way to Trinity Lyle, who is at 1.3 seconds behind Dose So that's excellent pace by Trinity Lyle, which means that he's right there with Andrew, right being able to hold on pretty much to that same pace like Andrew, Dose So. for those who don't know. But Andrew has a way that he can usually be quite fast and still be quite gingerly on his tires and good on his fuel as well. So time will tell that if Trinilio is able to not only be as fast as Andrew but also manage his tires and fuel as well. What is going to happen eventually is these cars are going to have to go in for a pit stop, change tires, and depending on how much fuel you want to save, it's going to determine how long you have to stay in that pit. So you can gain time in the pit stop by driving the car, by not overdriving the car, and they will save fuel and save your tires. As we make our way up to Dominic Charles, who has a 7.3 seconds, and this looks like almost like a game over. This is ridiculous. I think Dominic should be,
ban him.
Ban him from these events. I didn't say that at all, but no. But Dominic is driving, he's driving, flying down the road like a virgin at a Zessa party. As he makes his way all the way down, and he's making his way up the hill path. Nice clean corner there. Nice exit speed there. Well executed. Perfect line turning there. This is like a track guide watching him play it.
Steven is about to make he's side by side with
yes.
Tony right now.
Yes, Trini is so Steven is in the outside line and Steven is holding his line. Steven is holding his line and Steven looks like Steven has made his pass because he is the inside line for the next corner. And the next corner is not the kind of corner that you want to stay on the outside for. Who overshoots?
He almost overshot the corner, and then that allowed Danny to overtake Tony.
Right, so Tony overshoots. Danny gets his way in between. Just like I mentioned before, Danny will not slack off at any opportunity. Any space it sees, Danny will go for it. So he is a little bit of an aggressive driver. I wouldn't say he's a bad driver by any stretch it means, but don't leave the door open. He's coming through. As Steven shows his excellent driving skills again, Steven has made his way back up to 5th position to show that all of we were saying before that Steven might have been losing positions, but he has a master plan to show in the end at all. Renaissance in 4th position there, with a 15-second gap between Trinilio, so it looks like the top 2, and then again a big gap again to Dominic Charles. So this is looking like almost a 3-pack, maybe a 4-pack race.
Andrews has opened the gap to Lio behind him, but Dominic has also opened the gap to Andrew.
But that being said, Andrews actually closed his gap towards Charles because the gap has now gone down to 8.2 seconds. Wasn't it higher before?
No, I think it was 7. It was
my mistake.
But yeah, it's still widening a little bit.
So we go down to the backpack, or the leader of the backpack, or just about the leader of the backpack, the Renaissance, with a 1.5. So, and Steven is probably looking to close that gap because at this point in time, Steven was on the medium tires, so his tires are probably coming up to optimum temperature. So Steven could probably now start to capitalize on his tire temperatures getting up to that point, and whereas other cars with softer tires probably getting a little bit on the worn side now. He goes a little bit wide there, may have sacrificed a little bit of his exit speed. And as I said that, the Renaissance goes a little tail happy there, a little bit of oversteer. Make our way up here to Trinilio, you see him on the top there. Nice top speed there.
I think you're gonna start seeing people on the softs hitting potentially this lap.
Right, okay.
Starting with maybe even Lio or Renaissance, definitely I think is going to come in this lap.
Well, we have Renaissance looking a little bit, it's looking a little tail happy right now. He's getting a little bit of a
getting more and more.
Yes, his back tires, look at it's all right there. Back tires are definitely washing out a lot. Steven's car looks a lot tidier than him right now. But Steven is going to be under some pressure now because we have Danny Boy in the slipstream there, and he's up on the inside there. And Danny's definitely going to make the pass. He's going to be a nice clean pass here because that Corvette also has a very good top speed. Island just having a look on the inside there to make sure that he meets his braking point and his apex. Not that he was going to pass there. We have Danny. We have Danny going into the pit lane.
Dominic just switched to mediums.
So we have Dominic and we have Danny in the mediums. We have Peanut.
Oh, Dominic just run wide and Andrew has taken that spot.
Never count Andrew out. Never count Andrew out, as he's probably been very eager knowing that he's gotten a little bit of an advantage on Dominic. So he's already pulled out a 1.6 second lead. It could have been more because when he got his way in front there, it was a little bit of a tail happy move. But Dominic is not going to give up on that. So I mean, remember, let's not forget, Dominic had an 8-second advantage previously, and Andrew still has to make his way into the pit lane.
Yes, it does.
So that lead that Andrew had is probably going to be short-lived because overall he still has to sacrifice some time to go into the pit lane. Make our way up to
Dominic is running his mandatory mediums now, so he's not going to be on these slow tires for the rest of the race after his stint.
Right. So you think he's going to do a one lap soft tire and go? Medium tire and go back to softs.
I have a feeling he'll stay on it. I think it's actually faster to do a stint on it than to take the pit stop, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
These guys would have run the maths, but I didn't.
Right.
We'll see shortly though. If he pits now, then we know what the strategy is.
Right. As we see Dominic already closing in that gap up to Andrew at only just under 0.7 seconds, towards Andrew, and that gap is continuing to close because he's within the draft now.
Yeah.
Looks like that new Fanatec wheel setup that he has there, he's adapted to it very quickly.
So we call it the Fanatec auto drive, right? Because the wheel is still going to drive yourself.
Yes, the Fanatec has a...
I have that sometimes, he has it.
Yeah, that force feedback is so quick that the autocorrect, when a car has a tendency to autocorrect, the force feedback is that much better that it actually makes it that much easier for you to autocorrect the car. You can get a sense of what the car or the simulated car is doing that much more.
Andrew started to suffer really badly.
Yes, but he took a little bit of a defensive line there. I think what he's trying to do right now, he knows that Dominic is probably going to eventually pass him, but he's trying to basically block him as much as he can right now to basically make Dominic lose as much time as possible. But Dominic will get past as soon as we get down onto the long slip street straight away.
Yeah, the corner straight, I think he will pass there.
Yes. The subzones superway.
You're right under his wing now.
Maybe, and then it's not always best to be right up on them because you can actually make a pass too early and then right at the ending, Andrew, if he wants to, he could make that tuck back. But I'm saying that, but then Andrew has a car that has an exceptionally good top speed.
Dominic is past.
That's all she said right there. So Dominic is in first position. Andrew's going to slot himself into second position there.
Took a lot of curve there. The car didn't like that.
No, the car looked very unsettled there. It wasn't a very, very clean corner there. Let's make our way back down to Trinilayo, who is looking like he's in a no man's land position at just under 4.5 seconds between the top, under the top two, and 19 seconds between him and the fourth place.
It's alive. Where did he come from?
It's alive. Has made its way to fourth position. Where is Steven? Has Steven fallen back? Did we miss something with Steven? Steven's already down 11 point pace, and he's ghosted. So something has happened to Steven. Something we missed.
Just burning a penalty. Yeah, something happened.
Something happened to Steven and we missed. My apologies if we've missed whatever happened to Steven. We had such high expectations of Steven.
Yeah.
But he has done this before where he's actually fallen all the way to the back and made his way back up to the front of the pack. So, you know, miracles do happen.
This is really far back. This is really far back.
Yeah, 13 seconds from Bai. That's pretty far back.
He's a minute.
But
He's a minute off first, right?
Yeah, he's probably gonna have to try and limit his losses to the front pack. Or somewhere within the mid pack.
Maybe it's not that bad because he has a. I think he stopped. He took new softs and he filled his tank.
Right. You think
so?
You think this is it for Steven? He's on his.
I think that's where the time went. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's taking a lot of fuel. He's taking his final choice of tires, and he's gonna make his run from now on straight to the finish line from here.
I think he's gonna try to do 11 laps on those tires.
That's an amazing strategy by Steven. A ballsy one nonetheless. But let's see what really happens then.
Yeah.
Let's make our way back up as we have a little of a competition here between Peanut, Danny, and Tony. A little tight pack here. Some action probably looking to happen right here. As we have Peanut sitting on the 9th position there, right close up to Danny Boy. There's always a little bit of a friendly rivalry between Peanut and Danny over the years that we've all raced together as camaraderie sim racers.
Danny hit the wall on the exit there.
Yes, that's gonna give Peanut, and Peanut's gonna want to get dropped. Peanut slots himself there right behind Red Room because
there's Tony with the wall. The two Corvettes look
right.
the same.
But Peanut takes advantage there.
Yeah, and takes 2 positions to the price. Oh, well, 1. Okay.
Right.
He's behind that now. Renaissance is pitting. Lyo's in the pits. Red Room joins them.
So Trini Lyo switches to mediums. Trini Lyo comes back out in 3rd position, so he makes a very fast pit stop. I have a feeling he changed tires and he didn't go for any fuel at all.
No, he was in the pit for a while before we noticed him, I think.
Okay.
Because the gap now from Andrew is 20 seconds, so he had to be stationary for a bit.
Right.
It's Alive is doing really well. I'm surprised to see him up there in 4th, but he hasn't stopped yet.
Right. It's a lovely livery, that lovely bright green he has on that car there. That monster green there. It's actually one of my choice favorites actually.
So who owes a pit stop? Tony owes a pit stop.
So we're just about halfway through the race at 11 laps. So it's somewhere around, I would say, just by that kind of half point. As we make our way up to Andrew, who's in 2nd position. Again, Charles has been able to open up gap all the way up to 8.3 seconds between him and Andrew, don't say so. Trinidad on 3rd position. I would have said before he was in no man's land, but not anymore, as It's Alive has closed up that gap to Trinilio at 1.4 seconds just about. So It's Alive is actually driving a fabulous race.
Hold on, did Andrew just do 1 lap on mediums and pit again? Is that what he just did?
I think so, but it looks like he's taking fuel this time.
Yeah, he didn't take fuel at first stop. Back on softs, I think he just did 1 lap on mediums.
Yes, I have a feeling, but he's still in 2nd position. He's probably going to hold on to his position in 2nd place here. But he has lost quite a gap here to Trinilio. 3.6 seconds from him to Trinilio. I would say he's just about safe from Trinilio from being able to close that gap. However, he's just come out. His tires are a little bit cold. And you can be a little bit of a tricky on that mountainous top section there, where those kink curves there can definitely catch you out if you're being a little too eager. But this is Andrew we're talking about here, so very unlikely to happen. But look at that gap between Dominic Charles and Andrew at 25, nearly 26 seconds. I mean, that's light years ahead.
Dominic stop was fast though, so I don't think he took much fuel. He will have to fill back up. He
Right.
will have to stop a lot of fuel the next time. So that's gonna eat away some of that time.
I would say we're gonna really see what's gonna be happening, and everything's gonna come together in the last 2-3 laps race. We're definitely gonna see where everybody is. So it's a hard thing to call to say exactly where they are in their strategies, because multiple different strategies all are gonna basically show their cards in the last 2-3 laps.
Just remember, just keep in mind, Stephen was 11 seconds off the back of the field, right?
And he's still,
I want to see where he ends up.
Steven is in 11th position. He's at 1.9 seconds, 1.8 seconds behind Wee Senpai.
Right, that was 11 seconds.
And I think he's going for a very, very consistent type race, but his lines look nice and smooth. Let's not forget Steven is also racing on a brand new set of pedals tonight.
Yeah, he's on the again the fanatic.
Yeah, so he's switched. So Steven is doing an interesting choice. Steven is on a set of Fanatec CSL pedals coupled with a Logitech G29 wheel. Not a very, very common combo. However, Steven was having some problems with his pedals, with his brake pedals to be more specific. So he was forced to make an adapt and switch to a CSL pedal combination.
That's fine, it's an upgrade anyway.
We find that anybody that sims within sim racing long enough generally will look to upgrade past a Logitech wheel.
I mean, the Logitechs are fine. I mean, I own one. They are good. You can't. It's not like the wheel makes you any like much faster, significantly.
No, yeah, absolutely. There are some of the fastest sim racers in the world that still race on the as Steven makes a lovely pass there, capitalizes on Wee Senpai's late braking and nearly overcooking it there on that entry of a corner there.
Lyo's looking really good too.
Let's make our way up to Trini Lyo.
He's alone, but
he's again in no man's land, but
yeah.
not too far away from Andrew at 5.5. You know, sounds pretty far, but in these type of semi-endurance races, semi-sprint, semi-endurance races, that gap can be closed.
Tony's gonna stop this lap, most definitely. If Steven could only make a connection to Renaissance and get to the slipstream.
And look, we have It's Alive now trying to make his pass, and he passes Tony on the downhill straightaway. He's able to.
I think Tony's going to be anyway.
Yeah, as we have Red Room touching a little bit on the gravel there. As we have Tony making his pit stop now. So let's stay with Tony and see exactly what he's going to do in his pit stop here.
See where he comes out compared to Steven. Steven is passing the finish line now.
Taking some fuel. He's staying with the medium tires. He's taking quite a bit of fuel actually. As you know, it looks like Tony's taking quite a bit of fuel. Actually, no, sorry, he's switching softs.
And Steven is now 2 seconds.
So yes, remember when we thought that Steven might have been out? Look at Steven making his way back up the park, lap by lap. Let's make our way up to the Renaissance. Oh boy, wrong game. This is not Forza Motorsport.
Can't drift that.
I don't think that will work in this game, and that's probably gonna leave his tires a lot more worn than before. So, if I was him, I would try to brake a little bit earlier, a little bit more gingerly with those braking points, and try to conserve that tires even some more than what he's doing right now.
Especially at Skyline.
Wow, he's definitely doing a lot of oversteering. Slow down a there.
14 laps to spin and do not know who is where.
As we have Red Room trying to make his way up to It's Alive, but problem is now in that beetle there, which definitely suffers top speed. So even though he's in the draft, he's gonna struggle as he makes his way in the outer lane there. As he's not gonna be able to pass because that beetle just does not have the top speed. We have Danny in the pit lane there. He changed his tires, he's taking some fuel. He entered the pit lane on his soft tires. Let's see if he exits on his soft tires. We also have Peanut in the pit lane as well too. So Danny was back on a set of softs, as well as Peanut.
Comes out side by side with It's Alive.
But you know what? Where does that break put Steven now? Look at Steven's gap up to Renaissance. It's now up to 2.4 seconds. So Steven was down in the 11th place. He's making his way up early to up to the 8th position, which is Renaissance, and he can probably make his way back up there again. So his strategy.
Renaissance is only medium tire right now, which is a slow one. So
yeah,
he could. Yeah.
Renaissance in his 8th position there. Let's go up to the Red Room there, and we have a 3-row back here. We have some action building up in front here. We have Red Room on the bug at the top of the hill there, which would probably be quite competitive on the top there. A little bit of a short wheelbase, so it changes direction pretty quickly. A little bit sketchy on this downhill section there, as the back end wants to come around quite quickly. So as he gets a little bit of oversteer there. And the problem with that now is, yep, you see the gap has opened a little bit as dead, and he's not been able to capitalize. I think it's a bit too far for him to get the draft on It's Alive and capitalize at 0.7 seconds. I think it's too much for that beetle. We have Peanut in a relatively nice position in 5th there, with a 2-second gap there, but seeing a little bit of pressure from It's Alive behind him. Danny Boy, he's in 4th position. I would say Danny leads the backpack right now. Trini Lyo's in a kind of a no man's land. To say so, I guess he's also in a no man's land. And Dominic, I don't know if unless we want to show a track guide, we'll go up to Dominic.
Dominic is in space. When I say space, I mean like not in its atmosphere.
Well,
he just pit and took some fuel and changed tires. So he was not on to 10 seconds where it was 24 seconds before he pit.
Well, these alien type drivers tend to not really live on Earth, so they're up in some different stratosphere.
It's a different guy. I think it's catching Andrew slightly.
Yes, there's only an 8.8 second deficit between Goseso and Trinilayo, but he's pushing. As you see, that he's going right and basically pushing his track limits there as much as he can. So
It's a strange one, because I think Andrew made a mistake because Trini's on Lyo's on mediums. He shouldn't be catching.
Right.
So maybe Andrew has made a mistake. From 4th down is just a madhouse. Anybody could end up anywhere by the end of this.
Yes. And we have Danny coming down the downhill section here. Coming up that nice little king corner there before it goes in straight away there. We have Peanut looking to try and catch back up to him there. Peanut has definitely formed an alliance with that Genesis car, boy. He likes that car.
Yeah, he does.
He's switched to that Genesis, and he's not left that for a while now.
No, I think he actually drove the Corvette in race 1 and 2, but then back to Old Faithful for the finals.
Right. And we have It's Alive in 6th position there, not too far away from Peanut. Peanut needs to put down some fast laps now to close that gap to Danny, because that gap has actually opened back a bit. So if Peanut wants to take away that 4th position from Danny, he needs to put his head down and start driving like if Gary's chasing him.
Yeah. Dominic just, Andrew just set up football sector at the top of Skyline here, so he's on a fast lap right now. But the gap is open, so Dominic still.
Trini Lyo in that third position there, 10 seconds away from Andrew. So Andrew, even though he may have made a mistake, he's definitely opened that gap up in. So Trini Lyo is losing any opportunity he had to close that gap to Andrew, because at only, I would say, just about 3 laps to go again. The reason I'm saying that is because this lap is nearly finished. I think his opportunity of catching Andrew is running out. So he's gonna need Andrew to make a critical error for Trinidad to be capitalizing anything there.
Look at where Island Paradise is. He just made a mistake. That's why I saw it. But look where he is now.
Island Paradise is in 8th position, but at 4 seconds down. So unless Steven knows something I don't know, Steven's strategy for tonight is not looking to turn out quite what he wanted it to do. But let's not forget that earlier there was a possibility that he may have made an error somewhere in the track that we just did not catch. So we might have to do a follow-up review of this race, see to show back the things that we missed. But he might be missing a couple of his braking points because of those new pedals.
The new
So those Fanatec CSL pedals, the brake pedals have a much longer travel than the Logitech. So
they're much harder to stamp on.
Yes,
the Logitech will just pull back. The Fanatics won't fight you.
A lot easier to bleed off that brake and nice and get into the corners nice and smooth. However, so when you want to hit that braking point just so precisely, you just have that much more travel to get into it. So you can miss those braking points and get them a little too late. But that just takes custom because of the different pedal set. We have Red Room holding a nice position there with the Beetle. I'm actually quite impressed with how well he's done with his Beetle.
Yeah, he's been good.
Huh?
I'm looking at, so based on the points, Andrew finishing second will still give him the overall win.
And Andrew is the type of racer that's probably going to know that.
He is good at that.
So he has decided from the time he started the race exactly how much points he's going to need from where he wants to be.
Even though maybe be in trouble, because if Lyo finishes this high, although Lyo is behind him in the points right now, but he's gonna be worried. If he's in 8th and Lyo's in 3rd, he's gonna be worried.
Yes.
Battle's happening. Oh boy. Red Room is going to have to stop. That will let Island Paradise pass. Stop it now.
As we have Red Room pulling into the pit lane right now. Steven has made a decent comeback actually. He's up into 7th position. I would imagine this is probably as far as he's going to make his way back up the back.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go. That gap is too big for.
Yeah, a 6.4 second with just about a lap and a half to go is just too much.
Well, it depends on what tires. Oh, it's
up, and I spoke too soon. Steven has made an error, so Steven is definitely, remember he's going on that strategy for those older tires. So look at him, he's suffering. And he has and Renaissance behind him was over 5 seconds gap and is already down to 4.7. So Steven is at the risk of losing that 7th position and going further down the pack. The things are not looking up for Steven right now, actually.
I think doing more stops would have been the better way to go.
Yes, his strategy didn't pay off for him tonight. I think Steven was probably counting on people to make more errors, and he was probably going to sit down in the back of the pack and capitalize on people making errors, and he was going to go for the more consistent type race and stay out in traffic. I think that was probably what he was thinking. As we make our way back up to, I guess, the forward middle pack. It's alive in 6th position there, not too far, 0.8 seconds away from Peanut. So he is in a position there where if he keeps his wits about him, and he could probably catch Peanut and pass him on the next lap.
Well, he's gonna have the advantage in a straight line, but he's running medium, steep, Peanut running softs, so Peanut is probably gonna lose him.
And I spoke to Sony, goes a little bit up and he's catching his tail to go to there. Goes wide there. Probably has a little bit of dirty tires now too. So his last lap is gonna be his up and he's no. I think that's it. It's alive.
Look at Red Room and company here. 3 cars here fighting.
Oh boy, look at action going on here. As we have Red Room right going up position, and we have Tony Grace slotting back in 3rd position, Red Room in 9th position, and Renaissance, and they're probably looking to battle right here in his lap. Let's see, because
one more lap,
one more lap, because this is a lap that's actually gonna make or break right now. So there's no more strategies right now other than if you leave a door open, I'm going through.
Yeah.
As we have Red Room going a little sideways there. Sorry, Renaissance going a little sideways there. Red Room actually gets a much better exit, and it's right up to Red Room there.
But there's nowhere to go.
As Tony Craze sticks on the inside there, and it's a dangerous. He backs out there. Wise move to back out there. And there's a lot of action going on here. A lot could go wrong here. As we have Tony going outside there, we have Tony and Red Room sideways. Very dangerous moves there. Oh no, guys. As we have. Wow.
I don't know how.
I can't believe he saved that. I can't believe that Tony saved that. And Red Room was able to hold his 9th position. He goes a little sideways. We have Tony still fighting in the divider. He's on the outside there. And we have Tony with the faster exit speed now. We're trying to pass Corvettes in the straight line. As we're going to get a perfect example now of where Red Room is trying to slot into that. So we just saw a perfect example of how that Corvette has that much more top speed than that Beetle. But that was some action going up there. As we have... Oh no, Tony. No, Tony. That was just too much.
Alright, so that's gonna get looked at. But yeah, that was bad. Oh, and Renaissance loses again.
Now we have Steven still in 7th position. Let's make our way
down Conrad Street.
So yes,
the race is almost done.
Let's make our way up to Dominic now and be able to cross and make him see him pass that finish line all on his own.
Renaissance must be pissed right now.
With 20 seconds gap to Andrew, but you know what? Andrew doesn't care because Andrew has still won this event. Andrew still has the points.
And 17 seconds clear of Lio, so it's not like he was just out here cruising. So Dominic takes it.
Yes. And we have Andrew coming in 2nd position soon. And we have just under 2 minutes for the rest of the races to finish the race. Otherwise, they will be slotted in positions based on where they are grid on the map, on the track.
Red Room just came back for Tony. I don't know if Tony waited or what, but Red Room just passed Tony.
As we have Trinilio crossing in 3rd position now. We have Danny coming up in 4th position, I think. And Peanut not too far behind him. So Peanut was waiting the whole race just for Danny to make a mistake.
Yeah.
That's all he was waiting for. But Danny just never gave him an opportunity. But you know what? Good on Peanut. He held his own. He drove a good race, and that's not taking away anything from Daniel. Daniel drove a fabulous race to hold on to that 4th position. It's alive in 6th position. We have Steven making his way in 7th position. He's probably going to be quite disappointed about that finishing result. Red Room in 8th position.
I think Tony's Tony's out of fuel.
Right.
So he's gonna cruise to the end and hope that Senpai doesn't catch him. He won't.
Oh boy, Senpai there is all over the road there.
Yeah, he is
oh no! No! Senpai passes him just about a car length on the finishing straight away. Look at that. And Renaissance 11th position. And there's your finishing grid.
Yeah. So there's gonna be some talk. I know there's gonna be some talk. We're gonna have to look at the and Renaissance incident. But we always go through it and try to do what's left. So we look at that after, before releasing the final results. But I think overall it was good. I mean, it was fun to watch. The action, and that little scribble there just now was pretty good. And too bad it ended the way it ended, but that's racing sometimes.
It is, you know. These things happen, unfortunate. But you know what, clean all, we had some action just in those last couple of laps there. Very exciting race. And with that, gentlemen, I would like to wish everybody a good night. We had a good races. Anytime we have any more events, we will post. I will do my best to do better at getting these events out to you. I haven't been doing so well recently in getting these events. So yeah, I've been a little bit busy with other things. But I have not given up. And I will not give up on trying to get these events out to you. A good night from me at Trap Speed Simulators. And we have our Cali Power Gavin here from Calypso Racing. You want to say a good night?
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Till next time.